phone, unless you need it.
It's fine. If it buzzes, I'll take it out.
Perfect. Good.
It's my life. I get my phone back. I get a thumbs up. I'm like, hit send. I'm like, yes. It's like great moment. 2-putt. So pumped up. It's like a mammoth drive. And I'm like, this is the best. But my bucket list for sports is short.
Yeah.
It really is short. It's going to the Masters, and it's going to the College World Series. Jimmy Fallon threw Travis Kelce's, I think it was a putter.
It was a putter, yeah.
Into the lake. And I'm like, no way. So I like put it on Instagram, and Travis responded like, that's my lake.
Who is your sleeper pick for fantasy football?
Sleeper pick for fantasy football.
Ian Rapoport, welcome to The Scoop.
Thank you for having me. Very excited to be here.
You've said that you've broken NFL news while you're out on the course.
Oh yeah.
What is kind of a memory of that happening?
I'm really making a mess here. This ice cream is so good though.
It is really good.
One of my favorite, so I do this a lot,
Okay.
right? Where I will go play and I'm never off. Like even like today I'm working, but even when I'm not working, I'm always working because
Right.
news happens when it happens, right? So I play golf with my phone in my pocket. I check it whenever it beeps, and I'm constantly checking my phone while I'm playing. So I'll go from like text message, tweet, really fast, calm myself, hit a gap ledge, like whatever it is. So like I've like trained myself to be able to. People think it's weird, but like this is my life. So I'm used to it. So 2 summers ago, I go with my buddy to go play Congressional, and I hadn't played it ever, and he was all excited because it got redesigned, and it was amazing course. Beat me up pretty good, but the whole experience was like truly unbelievable. Such a cool course. And it also has the thing where like you can stand on, let's say like the 14th fairway or whatever it is, and like really see like 11 of the holes, like you can, it's expansive and beautiful. It's like same feeling when I played Shinnecock a couple weeks ago. It's like you can see the golf course and it's amazing. So anyway, Baker Mayfield at this point is on the Browns, and I knew he was going to get traded, and I was ready to break the trade, but like it wasn't quite ready yet. Not everyone had been informed. They hadn't fully agreed on the compensation. So I'm playing really, really well at Congressional. We get to like the 16th tee, and I get a text like, get ready. And I'm like, okay, like this is it. So hit my drive, hit my approach, and I'm like a little frazzled because like this news is about to break. Greenside bunker. And then I get a text that's like, I'm gonna give you the thumbs up. And I'm like, ball's in the bunker, I'm supposed to hit it, like I don't wanna miss it because like you don't know who everyone's texting, like who else knows. I'm like, so I say to my buddy, I'm like, I can't hit. So like, let's let a group play through. So let a group play through, and at some point he's like, you gotta go. And I'm like, all right, hold my phone. If you get a thumbs up, go to Twitter and hit send. I was like, but I'm going to hit my bunker shot. So I hit a terrible bunker shot, like way back of the green, but at least like whatever. And then I get my phone back, I get a thumbs up. I'm like, hit send, I'm like, yes. It's like great moment. 2-putt, and then go to like, next hole and hit like I'm so pumped up, hit like a mammoth drive, and I'm like, this is the best. But that's like one of my favorites because it's like, you can't miss it. Timing had to be perfect, and I'm like, I'm in the bunker. What am I supposed to do? Anyway, that was a great moment.
Will you find like after you're on the phone, because I do social media for golf, so I am on my phone, not as much as you are doing news stuff, but do you find like you're kind of jazzed up a little bit over the shot the next time? How do you kind of relax, or do you lean into that a little bit?
No, I can't lean into it.
Okay.
Because when I have a lot of misses, but one of my favorite misses is just swinging too hard. So I'm constantly like, so I've just gotten used to it where I'll just like for TV, like I don't really get nervous for TV anymore, but if I do, let's say like, draft's about to start, big trades coming, they're coming to me, millions or what, like, just breathe. And so I'm on the golf course when I'm like on my phone a lot, it's like phone in my pocket, I got to hit, it's like center yourself and breathe. Yeah. So that's kind of the only way I do it. And it's not perfect, and like there are times when I'll be dealing with work and start to play bad, which is annoying, but like I would say for the most part I'm pretty good at getting myself back to calm and regular.
Nice. You mentioned Shinnecock. What are your favorite courses that you've played?
I would say I played Sleepy Hollow recently, which was just like so amazing and incredible. I understand why everyone feels about that the way they do. I loved it. There's a course out in Long Island called Sabonic, which is like incredible. Let's see. Bethpage, one of my favorites. It's a monster.
Yep.
But like a true, and I always walk. I don't like to ride. I mean, I'll ride if I have to, but I don't like it. I like to walk. Playing Bethpage is like a true test of like attrition. Like, and you know, you got to hit good shots. You got to hit it long. You got to stay out of trouble. You got to really take your medicine if it's time. Like, it is a full-on golf test, and I love that.
So you're working a lot. Do you get to attend? Have you been to a major?
I don't get a chance to go to a ton of majors. I've never been to the Masters. Like, that's my bucket list for sports is short.
Yeah.
It really is short. It's going to the Masters, and it's going to the College World Series. Everything else I've really done. That's it. So I don't get a chance to go to that many tournaments because by the time you get to like May and June, the off season's such a grind. Like, I want to be home. I want to be with the family. I want to be playing golf. But I'll like, you know, I really cherish the times of like, all right, I'm going to take 3 hours and I'm going to watch the Open or the Masters or the British Open, which usually ends at like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, which is just perfect. And just like soak it up and watch like high stakes golf. It's the best.
Your dream football foursome, who would that be?
There's a lot of really good players who are really good golfers. So I would say like quarterbacks are fun. You know, be like Mahomes, Josh Allen, probably Rodgers would be good ones. You know, mostly because I know those guys, they're all a little better than me. But the football conversation would be fun, but I would be really into how much they analyze golf. Like, I really nerd out when you get to like the super analytical guys being like, all right, like, here's what this lie means based on the wind, here's how I would hit it, here's how I, you know, it's like the real nerdy golf stuff. Like, I would like to hear them talk through shots, like knowing what they do football wise, like hear them transition to golf. Like, I think that would be fun. Again, they would all beat me, but
right. We were just at a celebrity invitational with the Kelce brothers, and they were hysterical. The outfits.
Are they good?
Travis is good.
Travis is good.
Yeah, Jason I think is just starting to take it up, but his outfits, he had like, it was just insane. It was so funny.
I played at the Wynn in Vegas.
Yeah, that's where this event was actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you hear the story about the pond?
Oh yes, but tell it because I don't think people have heard this.
So I was playing there. So I'm currently wearing like regular shoes that are actually sort of golf shoes.
Okay.
Right. And so when I go on my training camp tour, you're standing on fields for 2 hours. So I only wear golf shoes.
Okay. Oh,
I'll
wow.
because golf shoes are comfortable and it helps my back. But also, if I happen to get an afternoon off, I can go. I'm just wearing my shoes so I can go play. So I was going to see the Raiders in Vegas, and I'm like, all right, I fly in Sunday morning. If I time this properly, I can go play at the Wynn. So I went and played. There was 2 people on the course that day. It was me and Oscar De La Hoya. Bizarre, but amazing. And so my caddy is telling me this story. He's like, see that pond over there? I'm like, yeah. He goes, Jimmy Fallon threw Travis Kelce's either putter or wedge. I think it was a putter.
It was a putter, yeah.
Into the lake. And I'm like, no way. He's like, I promise. So I like put it on Instagram, and Travis responded like, that's my lake. He's like, say hi to my putter for me. I'm like, this is perfect.
Well, now they have a plaque up there, and it says
seriously?
like Lake Travis, and it kind of says a story. And so,
I did not know
yeah,
that.
when he was there, they were there this year, but the last time he was there too, they had like this whole ceremony, and Fallon presented him with a golden putter, and it was hilarious. They were fun to be around. What would you change about golf? It could be on the professional level, it can be on your personal level.
I would say a couple things.
Okay.
I would like golf to be a little faster.
Okay.
I play fast. I walk, but I play fast. And I don't always play well, but it doesn't need to be slow, right? Like, you want to engage young fans. You want to get people watching at a pace that young people are used to. And I think baseball has really thrived with this as well. Like baseball has really sort of reemerged as one of the pastimes because it has come faster and kids are now able to watch. And so, does it mean put a clock on golfers? I don't know, but it should be a little faster. That would be one thing. I also would like to see a little more personalities. Like golf has some great personalities.
Yeah.
They really do. And so like, to me, when you're out playing with your buddies and you make a big putt, like you high five, you trash talk, you like give a little bit, like golf is fun. And sometimes on the tour, you feel like people want to show that, but like they kind of don't because maybe I'm not supposed to. Like, I'd like to see golfers as who they are, which is why, the Netflix show has been so awesome. Like I've watched all of it. It's been so great, like really getting to know some of these guys. Like I met Tony Finau earlier today and I'm like, I know this guy.
Yeah.
I've watched him for hours.
Yeah.
And like, that's what I like. Like I like my job in the NFL for a lot of reasons. Like I like to break news, I like to win, but I like to know everything about a situation and like to get to know some of these guys. So that'd be sort of. Plus, I'd like to learn how to read putts. That would be the thing I'd change out of myself.
But I agree about the personality thing. I think that's why the team events are so much fun, and also like a lot of now like their family members are on social media, and I find out that I'm like watching clips from a birthday party that the Finaus had on TikTok now, and it makes it easy for someone who's getting into the game, I think, to like latch onto a player and say, I want to root for them because Tony's got 6 kids, and I like that. Yeah.
And that's why your show is good though,
Thank
because
you.
it like shows people, like shows who they really are, like their full selves. And I think that's really cool.
Thank you. All right, so we've got 2 parts left.
Okay.
I always ask this. You can take it anywhere you want. A low moment of your career, a high moment, and something that you've learned.
My sports career, not golf career.
It can be anything. Your whole life.
Whole life. Okay. So I'll talk about the low moment first.
Okay.
And it was one of the best things. It was one of the worst things ever happened to me, and one of the best things ever happened to me.
Okay.
So, like 5 or so years ago, Antonio Brown was going to be traded from the Steelers to somewhere, and I get the scoop that he's going to the Bills, and it's like 11:30 at night, and I got a great source who's involved in negotiations, and tells me, hey, the deal's close. Like you can report it, it's close. I'm just like, can I say closing in on a deal? It's like yes. All right. So I call some people, I get no response, but I got it. Okay. So I report that the Bills are closing in on a deal with Antonio Brown. Do it on TV, and nobody confirms, nobody, denies. It's just kind of out there. I'm like, that's weird. 3:30 in the morning, the deal collapses. Antonio Brown won't accept the Bills' contract offer. The deal falls apart. And so I wake up to like a million texts, and like I was wrong. And on one hand, like I was right. They were close to a deal. But on the other hand, the public doesn't care about that. They just care like, is it right?
Okay.
And so it forced me to change the way I do my job. Before I report something now, if at all humanly possible, I get in touch with all sides. Hey, I'm going to report this. This is what I got. Weigh in right now before it goes out. And, you can have your say. You can have your. It's like talk to all sides first. And it's painstaking, and it's actually really hard to call someone and be like, hey, I got a story about you.
Yeah.
It's not good. Here's what I'm going to report. Like, I've had to tell coaches, like, I'm probably going to get fired tomorrow.
Wow.
I called Doug Marrone the night before the last game in Jacksonville. Was like, he's probably going to get fired. He actually thanked me in a press conference after. It was weird, but like, it's hard to be that transparent and tell people. But like, that Antonio Brown situation forced me to do more work and be more transparent up front with what I was going to report. And it was like one of the best things to ever happen in my career. Even though waking up that morning was, I wanted to die.
Yeah. I've had that, I mean, not to that level, but you're like, oh, the texts are coming in, you've got calls. It's a bad feeling.
So bad,
All
but
right.
necessary.
Yeah. High moment.
High moment. One of my favorites, I've had a lot of good breaking news moments. And there's been some that are more fun than others. Like when Gronk was retired, I broke that he was coming out of retirement to get traded to the Bucs and play with Tom Brady. Like that was really fun. Like that was a good one. But to me, so I was living in Dallas. I just started NFL Network about a year ago, and or a year before this. And so they were like, we'd like you to come to LA the day after the season when coaches get fired. Like, we haven't broken one in like several years. We'd like you to break one.
Wow.
All right. So I dedicated myself to that, and they ended up breaking Lovie Smith getting fired by the Bears. which is weird because like it was such a big moment for me, but it was also like a guy getting fired and losing his job. Like that's not fun, but it's part of the job. It's a weird thing with my job, but that was the first time for me when I was like, all right, I can do this at this level. Like this is a good sign. And so that's one I always kind of look back to. Like that was when I learned like, all right, maybe I can do this job.
Awesome. And then just overall, so that was a high then.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what you've learned.
What I've learned is, first of all, like, so I covered Nick Saban at Alabama, and it was interesting because like it was a good relationship but a contentious relationship, but I also learned a lot. Like I covered Bill Belichick with the Patriots, learned a lot too, because you hear these guys talk and you sort of understand the mindset of why they're such good coaches. One thing that Nick Saban always says is you've never arrived. And I always think about that because like like if I break a story, it's like congratulations, a lot of hits, you do some TV, you get accolades, like everyone knows it's a big deal. And then like the next story comes and like if you don't break it, it's like, why didn't you have this one? And so like the mindset of like there's always the next. Like you've never like, woohoo, I made it, I'm good.
Yeah.
It's like there's always the next phone call, there's always the next relationship to build, there's always the next scoop to chase, like, you know, and it's sort of like restless, but that's what the job is.
Yeah.
You know, so that's something I always carry with me.
Scotty Scheffler kind of talks about that pursuit too in golf, the same thing. It's like you win one thing and then you're on the road again, going to the next. So now we do kind of this thing called brain freeze, and it's rapid fire, mostly. Some of them you might want to elaborate on a little bit. Most random place you've been when breaking news?
Chairlift. Broken a bunch of news from, when the Saints hired Kellen Moore, I broke it from a chairlift.
Service was fine?
Service was fine.
Good.
That's the worst thing though. It's like when I had one where I was at a St. Patrick's Day party in a basement playing like drinking games, like I was 18, and I get a text that Robert Woods is being traded to the Titans. A random trade, but like a good trade, and, you know. And I hit send. I'm like, it's not going through it. So I literally had to run through the house and like search for service. Ugh, those are the ones that drive me crazy. Anyway.
Course you haven't played but want to.
Pebble Beach.
Advice you'd give to someone who wants a job like yours?
Buckle up. You better know what you were getting into. Like it is very fun to be on TV and break news, but the million phone calls that you don't see it's a lot.
What's a similarity you see between golf and football?
In the absolute biggest moments, you have to be very, very calm and precise. And that doesn't always, it's very hard to do, but that's what really separates like the really good ones from the just pretty good ones.
Golfer you'd want to hang out with for a day?
Rory would be on the list. Justin Thomas, just because he's like a really nice guy, and I feel like of all the pros, like he'd be fun to play with, but wouldn't make fun of me hitting it, 270 instead of 310, whatever.
Right.
There's a couple of them, yeah.
Favorite book?
Favorite book? On the Road.
Favorite movie?
I would say Major League. Tin Cup would be in the mix too. I love Tin Cup.
Favorite story you've broken?
God, there's so many of them. I can never remember the good ones. The Gronk one was a good one. I'll take that one.
Most nervous you've been on the golf course?
When I did a golf trip with my buddies, we did it to Kiowa and like those courses, which we played the ocean course, and I had like a 35-footer. I had to two-putt from 35 feet to win and like secure. We were called the Candlelight Cup. We were competing over sweatshirts, and I drained it and caused like mass celebration. And it was, not similar to JJ, but similar.
Who is your sleeper pick for fantasy football this year?
Sleeper pick for fantasy football. I don't know that there are really any sleepers anymore, but I would say I'll be picking Ashton Genty very high in my league.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for watching The Scoop. We have some awesome guests coming on season 2, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.